So today we are going to study tenses. Tense is very important. So you know that there are three types of tenses: the present tense, the past tense, the future time. People generally say tense, but actually it is future time. The present tense, past tense, and future time. So the tenses are actually attached to the verb. In yesterday's lecture, I told you that tense is attached to the verb and verb shows action. These are the things we have learned. So present tense is used to denote an action that happens now. Present tense is used to show the action that happens now. Past tense denotes the action which took place before or the action which took place in the past. That is denoted by past tense. And future tense or future time denotes an action that is yet to happen, that will happen, in future. That is denoted by future time. Here we are going to see the table. Here is a table. We have to study this table carefully. So a verb is used here, work. Work, this verb is used here. So in present tense, the form of the verb is the basic form. The basic form is used here, work. And in simple present, we use basic form of the verb in simple present. In simple past, we use past form of the verb, that is worked. And in future, simple future, we use shall or will with the verb shall work or will work. From this table, you understood that every tense, present, past, or future, has four subtypes. What are the four subtypes? Simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. Simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. These are the four subtypes of each tense. Past tense has four subtypes: simple past, continuous past, perfect past, and perfect continuous past. Future time has also four subtypes: simple future, continuous future, perfect future, and perfect continuous future. So the verb in simple present is work. For example, I work. And in continuous present, the verb takes, precedes the verb of to be. These are the verbs of to be: am, is, are. So I am working, he is working, you are working, they are working. This is very simple. And in perfect tense, let's see the past one. So the past tense is I was working, we were working, they were working, and in future I shall be working, we shall be working, like this. Then in perfect tense, present perfect, he has worked, I have worked, we have worked. And in past tense, I had worked, and the future is I shall have worked, we shall have worked, or we will have worked. And present perfect continuous, he has been working, I have been working, she has been working. So hope that you are getting this. Structure. I have been working. He, in the past tense, he had been working, and the future is he shall have been working, or we will have been working in this way. So now once again we will discuss this table because it's very important. I told you that in continuous tense, am, is, are is used in present, was and were is used in past, shall and will, these two modal auxiliaries are used in future. And in perfect tense, has or have is used, had is used in past tense, shall have, will have, worked, this is used in future time. Then in perfect continuous, in present perfect continuous, I have been, has been, this is used, and in past tense, had been is used, and in future perfect continuous, shall or will have been working, this is used. So I hope that it is very clear for you. And here, one more thing I would like to make it very clear. With I, always am. With he, she, it, always is. And with plural, they, people, teachers, are. Then in perfect tense, has is used with third person singular pronoun. Has is used with third person singular pronoun. Third person, he, she, it, the teacher, the doctor, the principal. These are the third person singular. With it, has is used, and with first person singular, first person plural, and plural verb, have is used, and the same thing happens here as well. So there is no such difference in past tense. In past tense, had is used, and the same thing happens in future. Will have, shall have been, like this. It is used. So this is what the table is. Hope that you understood the table. Now we are going to construct affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentence means what? Affirmative in Marathi, it means होकारार्थी वाक्य. होकारार्थी ज्यामध्ये नकार नाही. Affirmative sentence. So here, I watch television. I watch television. We watch television. You watch television. They watch television. But when it is third person, the third person singular असेल, third person singular असेल तर then we have to attach a suffix yes or es at the end of the verb. इथं पाहत असाल तुम्ही watch, watches. She watches television. He watches television. Rani watches television. Ahmad watches television. Why we have added yes or es here at the end? का आपण yes or es इथं लावलेला आहे? एक नियमच आहे, एक रूल आहे की सिंपल प्रेझेंट टेन्स असेल आणि सब्जेक्ट जर थर्ड पर्सन असेल, थर्ड पर्सन सिंग्युलर असणं आवश्यक आहे. थर्ड पर्सन सिंग्युलर जर असेल तर वर्बला यस किंवा ईएस हे अटॅच करतो आपण. वी अटॅच यस ऑर ईएस at the end of the verb. So Ahmad watches television. So this is the construction of simple present. Simple present चं affirmative construction. आता negative construction जेव्हा आपण करतो, negative जेव्हा वाक्य तयार करतो, at that time we have to use verb of to do or does. Do or does. काल आपण हे पाहिलेलं verb of to do. Do or does पैकी एक तुम्हाला वापरावं लागेल. Do केव्हा वापरतो आपण? फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंगुलर किंवा फर्स्ट पर्सन प्लुरल, सेकंड पर्सन किंवा थर्ड पर्सन प्लुरल. फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंगुलर, फर्स्ट पर्सन प्लुरल, then second person singular or plural, then third person plural. These are the pronouns. हे pronouns आहेत. फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंगुलर प्लुरल आहे, हे सेकंड पर्सन सिंगुलर और प्लुरल आहे. यू सेकंड पर्सन ही सिंगुलर यूज असतो, प्लुरल यूज असतो. थर्ड पर्सन आहे पण प्लुरल आहे. At that time we use do. Do not watch television. I do not watch television. We do not watch television. You do not watch television, or they do not watch television. Hope that it is clear for you. Now, third person singular she, third person singular he, third person singular Rani, third person singular Ahmad. I am the first person, you are listening to me, you are the second person, and we are speaking about these people. So they are third person. She is third person, he is third person, Rani is third person, Ahmad is third person. She does not watch television. Does not. आता पुन्हा इथं ईएस लावायची गरज नाही, कारण डज मध्ये ईएस ते आले. सो शी डज नॉट वॉच टेलिव्हिजन, ही डज नॉट वॉच टेलिव्हिजन, रानी डज नॉट वॉच टेलिव्हिजन, अहमद डज नॉट वॉच टेलिव्हिजन. सो दिस इज व्हॉट the negative sentences are. हे negative sentences आहे. Hope that you understood. तुम्हाला हे कळलं असेल आता. Now negative sentence. Now interrogative sentences. What is meant by interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence म्हणजे नेमकं काय? What is meant by interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentences means questions. प्रश्नार्थक वाक्य. Questions ला आपण interrogative sentences असं म्हणतो. Interrogate, to interrogate means to question, to ask question and collect information. That is interrogate. Interrogative sentences, they are the questions. How to form questions in simple present tense? We have to use do or does. Do or does पैकी एक आपल्याला वापरावं लागेल. Do or does. We have to use do or does for to form interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence begins with do. Do I watch television? Do I watch television? The answer is yes, I watch television. Or no, I don't watch television. Do I watch television? Do we watch television? Do they watch television? So all these are first person singular I, first person plural we, second person singular or plural you, and third person but it is plural they. Therefore there is no yes or es here, and we use do to form interrogative sentence. Do I watch television? Do we watch television? Do they watch television? And then if the subject is third person singular, then we have to use does. If it is third person singular, then we have to use does. Third person singular असेल तर does वापरावं लागेल. Does she watch television? Does she watch television? Does he watch television? Does Rani watch television? Does Ahmad watch television? Hope that it's clear for you. So, do I watch television? Do I watch television? Or does he watch television? Does she watch television? So these are certain third person singular verbs. Now we have to form WH question. आता WH question आपल्याला तयार करायचं आहे. We are going to form WH question now. So WH question. What are the WH question and WH word? why, where, when, how, what. These are the WH words. हे सगळे WH words आहे. Question words we call them. Why, how, what, when, where. These are the words, question words we use. So at the beginning of the sentence, why do I watch television? Why do I watch television? Why do I watch television? Why does she watch television? Why does he watch television? Why does Ahmed watch television? Hope that it is clear for you. Where do they watch television? Where do they watch television? Where does she watch television? Where does she watch television? Where does Rani watch television? So if the pronoun is first person singular, plural, second person or third person plural, then do. If the subject is third person singular, then does. Hope that it is clear for you. Now we are going to read the passage. हे पॅसेज आपण आता वाचणार आहोत. हे पॅसेज जर आपल्या लक्षात आलं तर लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स वी अंडरस्टँड, बरंच काही आपल्याला समजेल. हियर इज अ पिक्चर. एक पिक्चर तुम्हाला दिसत असेल. देर इज अ रिव्हर बाय द साइड ऑफ ए विलेज. एक छोटंसं गाव आहे. त्या छोट्याशा गावाच्या बाजूला एक नदी आहे. रीड द फॉलोइंग पॅसेज. A small, we are going to read the passage. I'm going to read, look at the passage carefully. A small river flows through our village. We play in the field near the bank of the river. My grandparents live on the other side of the river. Every Saturday after school, my sister and I visit our grandparents. We cross the river in a small boat. The river plays a very important role in our life. Farmers use the water from the river for cultivation. We try to keep the river water clean and free from pollution. We do not throw waste or garbage into the river water. The entire village celebrates the river festival every year. So here are some of the verbs which are used here in the paragraph. A small river flows. A small river flows. A small river flows through our village. Flows. Flow is the verb, and we have attached yes to this verb, flow. Why yes is attached here? Because the river, a small river, this is the subject of the sentence, and this subject of the sentence is singular. Therefore, a small river flows through our village. It is singular, therefore it is singular and third person. Therefore, we have attached yes to the verb. A small river flows through our village. We play in the field. We play. We is plural. We is the subject of the sentence and it is plural pronoun. Therefore, play. Had, instead of we, if we use he, then he plays. He is the third person singular. We is the plural. Therefore, we play in the field near the bank of the river. My grandparents live. My grandparents live. My grandparents is the plural subject. My grandparents is the plural subject. Grandparents, yes is attached, means it is plural. Therefore, live. My grandparents live. instead of grandparents, if we use my grandfather, then grandfather is singular, then the verb takes yes. My grandfather lives. So my parents live on the other side of the river. Every Saturday after school, my sister and I visit. My sister and I. My sister and I. So when the subject, there are two, subjects. There are two nouns. They are attached. They are attached by and. Then it becomes plural. My sister is one person, and I is the second person. Uh, I and my sister. It becomes plural. I and my sister visit. It is plural, therefore visit our grandparents. We cross the river in a small boat. We cross the river in a small boat. Cross. So we is plural pronoun, plural second person pronoun. Therefore, we cross the river in a small boat. The river plays. The river is singular, therefore plays. Yes is attached to it. The river plays a very important role in our life. Farmers use. Farmers is plural, therefore use. If the subject is singular, farmer, imagine it, if it is farmer, then uses. The farmers use the river from the water from the river for cultivation. We try, again, we is plural, therefore try. We try to keep the river water clean and free from pollution. We do not, here it is negative construction. We have seen negative construction. We do not throw waste or garbage in the river. The entire village celebrates. The entire village is the singular subject. Therefore, yes is attached here to the verb celebrates the river festival every year. This is the explanation. So the whole paragraph is written in simple present. Simple present tense मध्ये हा पूर्ण पॅरेग्राफ कन्स्ट्रक्ट केलेला आहे. याचे जे वर्ब आहे ते आपण अंडरलाईन केलेले आहेत. ते तुम्हाला दिसत असेल की दे आर these verbs are in simple present. Now, when to use simple present? Simple present केव्हा वापरायचं? Usage. We should know usage. We know the construction, but most of the students don't know usage. When to use simple present? So here are some rules. Some rules are here. The first rule is, if you want to tell general truths or universal truths, the general truths ला universal truths असं सुद्धा म्हटलं जातं. If you want to tell general truths or universal truths, then you have to use simple present. For example, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. हे युनिव्हर्सल ट्रुथ काय? युनिव्हर्सल म्हणजे त्रिकाल बाधित सत्य, असं सत्य जे कधीच भूतकाळात त्याचा समावेश केला जाणार नाही, असं सत्य जे नेहमी चिरकाळ टिकणार आहे. द सन रायझेस इन द ईस्ट. सूर्य हा पूर्व दिशेलाच उगवतो, पश्चिमेला कधी उगवेल का? नाही. सो दिस इज युनिव्हर्सल ट्रुथ. याला युनिव्हर्सल ट्रुथ म्हणतात. The sun rises in the east. The sun is the third person singular. Therefore, yes is attached. The sun rises in the east. A small river flows through our village. A small river flows through our village. त्या गावातून एक छोटी नदी वाहते गावाच्या बाजूने. ही नेहमीच वाहणारी आहे नदी. Therefore, flows. A small river flows through our village. Habitual action. What is habitual action? आपली नेहमीची सवय. जे सवय असतात, सकाळी 6 वाजता उठणे, मग बाकीचे जे काही तुमचे मॉर्निंग ड्युटीज आहेत ते परफॉर्म करणे वगैरे वगैरे. These are the habitual action, habitual actions. For example, we play in the field near the bank of the river. We play, this is simple present. We play in the field near the bank of the river. Every Saturday after school, my sister and I visit our grandparents. My sister and I. So two singular nouns are joined by and. Therefore, it becomes plural verb. My sister and I visit our grandparents. So these are the habitual actions. Then customs, rituals, जे परंपरा आपल्या आहेत ते सुद्धा सांगण्यासाठी आपण सिंपल प्रेझेंटचा वापर करतो. The entire village celebrates the river festival every day. The entire village celebrates the river festival every year. Then to tell characteristics, काही वैशिष्ट्ये, विशेष बाबी सांगण्यासाठी सुद्धा आपण सिंपल प्रेझेंटचा वापर करतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, the river plays a very important role in our life. The river plays a very important role in our life. Farmers use the water from the river for cultivation. Farmers use the water from the river for cultivation. The river plays a very important role in our life. So these are the characteristics we can tell.
नमस्कार। कोविड-19 को बढ़ने से रोकने के लिए देश का सहयोग करें। थोड़े दिनों के लिए केवल बहुत जरूरी होने पर ही घर से बाहर जाएं और भीड़ भाड़ से बचें। 3 बातें याद रखें। मास्क पहनकर रखें।
So there was some problem. So proverbs, for example, proverbs and sayings are also expressed by using simple present. For example, a bad workman quarrels with his tools. काही proverbs असतात, म्हणी असतात, त्याला proverbs म्हणतो आपण. Proverbs, sayings, म्हणी, वाक्प्रचार काही असतात ते सांगण्यासाठी सुद्धा सिंपल प्रेझेंटचा उपयोग केला जातो. A bad workman quarrels with his tools. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. अ बॅड वर्कमॅन कॉरल्स विथ हिज टूल्स. काय अर्थ होतो याचा? जो ऍक्च्युअली चांगला कौशल्य असलेला असा कामगार नसेल तर तो काय नेहमी म्हणेल की माझ्याकडे जे साहित्य आहे ज्याच्या सहाय्याने मी काम करतो ते साहित्यच बरोबर नाही. ते साहित्यामध्ये काहीतरी खराबी आहे त्यामुळे तो व्यवस्थित काम करू शकत नाही. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Makes सिंपल प्रेझेंट म्हणजे एखादा व्यक्ती जर आपल्या जवळचा असेल, आपल्या कुटुंबातला एखादा व्यक्ती जेव्हा बाहेर गावी निघून जातो, काही महिन्यासाठी वर्षासाठी वगैरे जातो, त्यावेळेस तो अब्सेंट असेल, तो नसेल आपल्यासोबत, तेव्हा त्याची ओढ आपल्याला लागते, त्याची आठवण आपल्याला खूप येते. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So these are the proverbs or proverbs as well. We use simple present. Proverbs सांगण्यासाठी सुद्धा simple present चा वापर आपण करतो. Now how the verb do. Do चा उपयोग कसा करतो आपण पहा. Affirmative sentence, we play in the field. We play in the field. This sentence when you want to transform into negative. हाच सेंटेन्स तुम्हाला निगेटिव्ह बनवायचा असेल तर नकारात्मक वाक्य बनवायचं असेल तर काय करावं लागेल? डू चा उपयोग करावा लागेल. वी डू नॉट प्ले इन द फील्ड और वी डोंट प्ले इन द फील्ड. वी डू नॉट प्ले इन द फील्ड स्पोकन फॉर्म मध्ये असं म्हटलं जात नाही, त्याचं शॉर्ट फॉर्म केलं जातं. कशाचं शॉर्ट फॉर्म? डू नॉट. डू नॉटचा शॉर्ट फॉर्म आपण करतो डोंट. म्हणजे डू ऍज इट इज, नॉटचा ओ ड्रॉप केलेला आहे आणि इथं अपॉस्ट्रॉफ दिलेलं. So don't. We do not play in the field. We don't play in the field. Interrogative sentence असेल तर कसं तयार करावं? Interrogative sentence क्वेश्चन कसं तयार करावं लागेल? Do we play in the field? Do we not play in the field? This is interrogative negative. हे जे दुसरं वाक्य आहे that is interrogative negative. Do we play in the field? Do we not play in the field? So these are the some of the sentences. अजून काही युसेजेस आहेत सिंपल प्रेझेंटचे, ते सुद्धा फार महत्वाचे आहेत. दॅट वी शुड नो. द फर्स्ट इज सिंपल प्रेझेंट इज युज्ड इन एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेंटेन्सेस. जे एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेंटेन्सेस आहेत त्यामध्ये सिंपल प्रेझेंटचा उपयोग केला जातो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, हाऊ फियर्स द स्टॉर्म इज. How fierce the storm is. We can see in the picture here, some of the trees are broken down, so there was storm, and the sentence is how fierce the storm is. From is we understand that the sentence is in simple present. Here comes the villain of the play. Here comes the villain of the play. So here इथं असं सांगितलेलं आहे की एक नाटकाची सुरुवात होत आहे आणि विलन ची एंट्री झाली. विलन म्हणजे जो खलनायक असतो त्या खलनायकाची एंट्री झाली, खलनायकाचा प्रवेश झाला. हिअर कम्स द विलन ऑफ द प्ले, एक्सक्लेमेटरी मार्क. सो sometimes to denote future actions, present tense is used, simple present is used. Future action. For example, they leave for Delhi tomorrow. They leave for Delhi tomorrow. How do we understand that the sentence is in simple present? On the basis of verb, this leave. This leave is the base form of the verb, and base form of the verb is used in simple present. They is the plural subject, therefore leave. They leave for Delhi tomorrow. Instead of they, if it is Sanjay leaves, then we have to take yes. Sanjay leaves for Delhi tomorrow. Our school reopens on Monday. Our school reopens on Monday. So in sometimes in conditional sentences we use simple present. If I sell this house, I shall buy a new house. If I sell this house, I shall buy a new one. कंडिशनल सेंटेन्सेस मध्ये सुद्धा आपण सिंपल प्रेझेंटचा उपयोग करतो. फक्त आता 1 मिनिट राहिलेला आहे. तुम्हाला पुन्हा एकदा तीच लिंक क्लिक करून जॉईन व्हायचं आहे. 1 मिनिटात आपलं लेक्चर संपेल. पहिला लेक्चर, पहिला पार्ट आणि दुसऱ्या पार्टसाठी तुम्हाला पुन्हा त्याच लिंकवर क्लिक करून जॉईन व्हायचं आहे. लक्षात आलं सगळ्यांच्या? होप दॅट ऑल यू अंडरस्टूड. सो here I stop. Join by the same link again.